Well everyone, it's time for us to go and take a look at the Magic Mouse 1 and compare it against the Magic Mouse 2 and see which specific mouse you should go and pick up. Now I will definitely tell you, in my opinion, there are pretty big differences between both of these mouses, but some people kind of say that the Magic Mouse 2 might not be as good as the Magic Mouse 1 for one area, which is that battery component with the charging thing on the bottom and all of that, which we'll talk about in a second. But I still think the Magic Mouse 2 is by far the clear winner here. I would much rather recommend people to buy something like the Magic Mouse 2 over the Magic Mouse 1 any day, and the main reason for that is because of its newer, is because one, it's newer, and two, because you do have that wireless non-battery method which you just kind of charge your mouse over and over again. That I think is a more modern way of doing things rather than the Magic Mouse 1. But regardless, if you want to pick up a Magic Mouse 2, links will be down in the description. You can get that from there and you can help support the channel at the same time. Now, starting off with the outside of these mouses, there is a lot of overlap with the design. I really do feel like Apple's done a really good job with this type of mouse design, except for the charging thing, and I think that's a great thing going on for them. With the Mouse 1 and the Mouse 2, they both have basically the exact same thing going on with the outside. So they have the glass portion at the very top, and this is not only a glass, thing, you have buttons at the very top, but it's also like a trackpad. Not really a trackpad, but you can scroll up and down with the top portion of that Magic Mouse, and that's actually a really nice touch. It makes the mouse feel that much more newer. And this is a really cool thing if you're getting something like the Magic Mouse 2 in this case, because you are able to get a few more features built into that top portion. But regardless, the Magic Mouse 1 also has that type of feature, and it's a really nice thing, On the sides, feeling wise, they're almost feeling the exact same way. One thing I've noticed though is that for some of these Magic Mouse 1s and maybe Magic Mouse 2s now, they do actually, I wouldn't say they fall apart easily, but sometimes after a few years of using, the top glass kind of moves around a little bit. The Mouse 1s are a little bit older than the Mouse 2s, so there might be a higher likelihood of that happening with the Mouse 1 sooner. But regardless, depending on the usage, they'll probably be around the same thing. But my Mouse 1 does have a little bit of that glass portion at the top that kind of moves around a little bit, kind of rocking. It's kind of weird. Now on the bottom, you have a little bit of a different design, and this is probably one of the bigger differences between these two mouses. So on the Magic Mouse 1, you have a little battery compartment at the very bottom. So right underneath the Apple logo. And what you can do is you can take off that compartment and you can input your batteries there. Now, if you have like rechargeable batteries you can keep on the side, well, you can just go ahead and plug them in here and pretty much move on with your life. And that is a really cool thing that you have. However, if you are somebody who doesn't want to keep batteries around, or you don't even want to deal with batteries at all, well, you really don't want to pick up the Magic Mouse 1, because that is basically the only way you can go ahead and power up your mouse. There's no plug-in area, there's no charging area. It's basically that, and then that's it. With the Magic Mouse 2, on the other hand, you are getting a little bit of a different design. Now, you are able to charge up your Magic Mouse 2, which is really cool. So you can just go and plug that thing in, move on with your life, and you can charge it up and walk away and come back and still use it. However, it is a double-edged sword, because a lot of people don't like plugging in that Magic Mouse, because you can't really use the mouse after. If you are charging your Magic Mouse 2, you can't go ahead and start, using that mouse even if you try. It shuts off the mouse capability, which is so weird. And that might be a big turnoff for a lot of people. So personally for me, that might be something you want to go ahead and just keep your eye on for. If you are somebody who's okay with that, then by all means go for it. But I will tell you, personally for me, whenever I would use my Magic Mouse 2, if my trackpad wasn't working or whatever the case is, I really wouldn't think it's that big of a problem. When I used to use my iMac separately, when I had my main MacBook, I would just go ahead and just use my Magic Mouse. And whenever I would have to charge it, I would just let it sit there charged for maybe 5 minutes, and then I would continue using it. And then maybe I would get up and go do something else, and then I would charge it again. And I feel like that was totally fine for me. I didn't really have too many issues with that. And again, it depends if you're using it for long periods of time. It can be an annoying thing, but the good thing is that it does take the same charger as your AirPods or your iPhone. So it is nice to have a lightning cable just sitting there, and you don't have to deal with any other things, because it's basically still the same type of charger as your other devices. So that is one thing that kind of is okay with. But regardless, I will definitely tell you, in my experience, the Magic Mouse 2 I think is still the far better mouse to actually get between the two, and it really only makes sense to buy something like the Magic Mouse 2 over the Magic Mouse 1. In my opinion, it really doesn't make any sense to buy a Magic Mouse 1 anymore when you do have a device like the Magic Mouse 2 that can pretty much give you a very good experience You have a charging, base on the bottom, and it just makes a lot more sense to buy something like that over the Magic Mouse 1 in my opinion. So in terms of that kind of covers it up there. If you have any other thoughts or questions, let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that'll mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.